Okay, here are my emergency radios. On the left here, we've got the Foes Power emergency radio here, and then on the right, this is the Running Snail. Here's how big they are. This is an eraser here from a whiteboard, and you can see the size there. Both have solar panels at the top there, so they're able to both charge with solar panels. Okay, let's crank up the Foes Power here. So, initially out of the box with the Foes Power, you have to crank it for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then after that, 1 minute of crank gives about 20 minutes of light and 10 to 15 minutes of radio according to the manual. Again, very similar on the manual there. It says to crank it for 3 to 5 minutes out of the box. And after that, 1 minute of crank gives about 3 to 5 minutes of radio and 45 to 60 minutes of light. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the USB power, see how that goes. I'm going to do the Foes Power first here. First thing, I'm just going to make sure that we are on the USB part right there. And then I have the USB right here. I got a Type-C connector connected there. And we should see some sort of power indicator on the device. And there's a power indicator. Okay, how long it'll last, I don't know, but that one's good to go. Let's move on to the Running Snail here. I'm just going to go ahead, do the same thing, insert the USB-A like so, and then I'm going to just insert the Type-C into here and see how this goes. And alright, there is some power going in there. How long it'll last, I don't know. But let's test out the Foes Power, the WB band. I'm just going to make sure we're on the WB band there. And it's off right now. And then to turn it on, you just turn this on. And then this goes like that. You should hear some static or something. And then I'm just going to make the antenna a little bigger here. And I'm in my basement, so we'll see how this goes. You can see the tune it, there's a little green flickering there. Alright, I found something here, very faint voice. I can't make it out, but yeah, well, that's the WB band on this in my conditions. I am on the WB band here. I'm just going to turn it on, just like that. And there is an antenna right here. Alright, and I can hear a voice faintly. So there is something going on. Basically both of them, I don't know, they're giving a faint voice. But nothing I can distinguish at this point in the conditions. Alright, let's look at the Foes Power battery area here. So right here, you have the option to have AAA batteries or lithium ion, which is, I'm assuming, directly inside here. And I'll just flip this around here. And right here, this is where you can insert the AAA batteries. I'll just do that now, just for the sake. And that goes like that. And then that goes like that. So it's nice to have an option there for AAA or the lithium ion, and there's it flicks over to AAA there, and then again I can flick it back to lithium ion battery there. The Running Snail here, their battery options, and it's very limited. There seems to be a battery compartment here, but it says right here, warning, do not open the battery cover. So it's just one battery inside there, and that's pretty much all it is. Alright, let's activate the flashlight on the Foes Power here. There's the flashlight indicator right there, and I'm just going to point it down for the sake of the video here. And there's the light itself. Now, it has an adjustable area here, which I guess you can adjust the light like that, and that's pretty cool, and that could come in handy. Also, underneath the solar power here, when you flick this up, there's also a light that looks like that, which could be convenient. And then that shuts off just like that. Running snail, pretty minimalistic. I'm not seeing an option over here for light. We do of course have the flashlight there, and there is no adjustment for that light, but it looks to be a little bit a different kind of light there compared to the Foz Power here. Foz Power is on the left, the running snail is on the right, so you can kind of see there's a difference in light there. And this is what the front looks like there. You can kind of compare the two. Again, there are some differences there. And more options on the Foz Power. Let's take a look at the USB options on the Foz Power here. And again, it's just at the back there. And then that's looks like a USB-A and then a micro USB at the back there. And then to activate those, it's just right here. It's got SOS and then the middle there, and then it goes straight to the USB charging right there. Running snail here just at the back here. And then again, there is a USB, a USB-A, and then a micro USB. A couple other things to note here on the Foz Power and running snail. They do have the these are attached to them, and this comes with the Foz Power here. This feels pretty heavy and durable, but I'm unfamiliar about that stuff there. And again, this is also attached